Center. My name is Cathie, and I'm here today with retired Colonel Lanny Kope and Dan Shaw, who are both Marines. And so, Mr. Kope, we want to talk to you a little bit today about a nomination opportunity for veterans in Cochise County. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that program?
Sure, Cathie, I'd be glad to. It's really called the Veterans Wall, and it's been in existence for 5 years here in Sierra Vista. We had to take a break last year because of COVID-19, but we're back in business again this year. The Veterans Wall is located at the Canyon Vista Medical Center, just off of the gift shop, and the idea behind it is to honor those individuals, men and women who have served our country. So each year, 12 Cochise County residents who are veterans or retirees are selected, and they have their picture and their bio hanging on the wall for a year. And then around Veterans Day, we replace those with another 12 individuals. So at this time, we're in the process of soliciting nominations, which have to be turned in by the end of August, and then a selection process will follow, and then 12 individuals will be named and will be hung on the wall on 10 November, which happens to be the Marine Corps birthday, but also is the day before Veterans Day. And so what we're doing is encouraging any citizens here in Cochise County who have a family member, a friend, but who's a veteran, served honorably, retired, what have you, and nominate them for the Veterans Wall and honor them by so doing.
So what do you have to do to warrant earning a space on the wall at the hospital?
Well, there are two sections of the nomination form. One is your military background, and the other is your community background. The military background, in essence, gets you into the process, but the judgment is made on the community service. In other words, once you left the military, did you continue to serve in other capacities in a civilian environment?
So you yourself were one of the veterans that was hung on the wall at one point, right?
Yeah, hung on the wall, so to speak, is right. Well, I was fortunate and honored to be selected a couple of years ago, and I was really proud of the opportunity to be acknowledged by my contemporaries in my community for the service that I do it all over again.
What do you think that wall brings to Cochise County?
Well, Cochise County, and particularly Sierra Vista, is a military town, military community, military environment going way back into the 1860s. And what it brings is an awareness and an acknowledgement that service to the country is a very important activity and a very important responsibility of citizenship. So the idea of honoring our veterans came from a group of individuals who were charged with decorating the hospital with pictures and paintings and photographs and so forth. And in discussion, someone said, we need to honor the veterans, since we are actually the 8th largest congressional district for veterans in the United States. And so we came up with the Veterans Wall. We also, as part of the Veterans Center there, we've honored the Buffalo Soldiers, and also there's a beautiful copper American flag that hangs on the wall in the Veterans Center, again acknowledging the service that the men and women have provided for our country.
Yeah, I think that's so important. I think today, especially, it seems like it sometimes gets lost in the hustle and bustle of daily life, what our freedom means and how precious that freedom is, and how really it's thanks to our veterans that we can appreciate and enjoy the freedoms and liberties that we have in this country. So
you're exactly right. It's something that unless you've been in the military or have any relationship to it, is hard at times to realize or to understand. But once you've worn the uniform, it comes through loud and clear.
Well, that's great. We're really excited to have you here talking about this. It's the Canyon Vista Medical Center is where the wall exists, and this program is brought to you by both the Legacy Foundation
Right. Both the Legacy Foundation and the Canyon Vista uh, got together to put the program together. And the reason for the relationship is that the Canyon Vista is owned by the Legacy Foundation, but leases it for operational purposes. So it's really a joint activity, and that's how it got started because we were finishing up the construction and decoration of the hospital.
Awesome. And so if any of you out there watching happen to know any veterans who have made an impact to the community by community service, helping veterans, helping the community in general, making us stronger as a community, think about submitting a nomination for them, because this is a very important way to recognize their efforts. And really, when you took your oath as a military officer, that's a never-ending effort that you put forth, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right, because you swear allegiance to the Constitution, and the Constitution's been around for a while, and hopefully will continue to be around for a while. So yeah, you have the relationship there, and two, just the fact that you're a veteran, whether you're Marine as I am, or Army, or Air Force.
You better say Navy too.
Navy. we like the
we'll
Navy.
Hear about
Coast Guard.
Navy gives us rides.
That's
right.
Right.
Like that. Now, one thing I will mention, and actually this is a little solicitation, the one branch that we have not had represented because they have never been nominated are Coast Guards.
Yeah, that's right.
So we need some coasties out there.
Attention coasties.
Attention coasties. Away all boats.
That's right.
Awesome. And so how do I submit a nomination?
Well, nomination forms are available either on the internet or through the Legacy Foundation or through the hospital. And it's a matter of filling out. It's a fairly simple form that asks the military background, but then also asks the civilian involvement in the community. And the civilian involvement is very important to us. Now, it can be involved with the Sheriff's Department as a volunteer, the hospital as a volunteer, Salvation Army on their advisory board, what have you. But it's just somewhere that you've continued to serve once you've hung your uniform in the closet.
Okay, great. So we will go ahead and post, I'll add website information to this post on social media once we get it. You should be able to find the nomination forms there. Is there anything else we should share?
I would just encourage people to make the nominations, because even if an individual is not selected, the very fact that they were nominated really is an honor in and of itself.
All right, fantastic. Any thoughts from you, Dan?
No, that was just going to repeat the point that just because you got two Marines here doesn't mean it's just limited to us. Be wonderful if it was, but it is an Army town, and we do have to make allowances. So yes, it is open to every branch of the armed forces.
All right.
And acknowledge them. Yeah.
So you heard it here, and I know we have all kinds of organizations that work directly with the Warrior Healing Center and other partners out in the community. Please take a few minutes and find the nomination form and nominate somebody that would be a good fit on the wall.
Good. And we appreciate it, and we look forward to receiving some applications.
Yeah.
Several of my Marines in the Thunder Mountain Marine Corps League detachment have had their got nominated and got selected and have had their pictures on the wall along with their military biographies.
Yeah, Master Sergeant Mike Biacchino was one. Sergeant Major Norm Spoocy was another one. And the Sergeant Major
Jim Cohen.
Jim Cohen was there.
Jim Cohen was one of them. Yep.
Lambert.
Yep.
Dave Lambert.
Dave Lambert, right.
So, yeah, just happen to know those names.
Oh, very good.
That's right.
Very good. All right, and the deadline is August 31st, correct?
August, end of the month, right.
Plenty of time.
Sounds good. All right, everybody, have a great day. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye. And Semper Fi.